afternoon.
Hi. Morning. Okay.
Hi, Carlo.
Hi.
You well?
Good.
Good.
Can we start with the injury situation, first of all, please?
Injury situation is not available. Seamus Coleman that had muscular problem. The game against Manchester United, he will be out at least for two games, and then we will see. We have Cenk Tosun that came back from Crystal Palace, going to have a surgery next week. The other are in good condition.
So Lucas Digne is good.
Lucas Digne is good.
Real shame about Cenk Tosun. Presumably he will be given all the support he can to get better very soon.
No, I think that in football happened that you have injury, and so he will have our total support here. He's going to recover here, and then he's going to have a surgery, and I hope everything will be okay, and he can recover soon.
Obviously, earlier in the week you accepted the FA charge after speaking to the referee last weekend. Now that you look back at that situation, how do you feel about it?
I don't want to look back at that situation. I have to pay a fine. The fine is not cheap, but anyway, it doesn't matter. For me, it's important to stay at Stamford Bridge. I'm happy to be there, and I move forward.
You had some good news this week in the sense that Mason Holgate has signed a new 5-year contract. How pleased are you with that?
I'm pleased. As I said before, Holgate is going to be the future of this club. It's important for him and for us to renew the contract, to have stability here with this player. We are close to Dominic Calvert-Lewin also, and I hope he's going to sign soon. And so the idea for the future is really clear for us.
Is Dominic another one of those players that
yes,
you
of course.
think is very much the future for this?
Of course. I think that they are talking, they are very close, and so soon he's going to sign.
And there are reports that maybe there might be a new deal for Leighton Baines as well. Is that something that is a possibility?
There is a possibility. We are going to talk with him what he's going to do for us and for the club. For me, I think also for his teammates, it will be important to have him also the next season. He showed fantastic attitude in training, in games. It's really important for us, not only because he's still a good player, he's physically good, but also because he has the experience, the personality that important for our squad.
And how much are you looking at planning for next season as well? Because speculation already starts about players with a Celtic striker this week. How much are you looking forward to next season as well in terms of recruiting new players?
But now we are not looking for the next season. We are looking for the games that we have that are really important to try to do our best to reach, if it's possible, Europe for the next season. So this is we are focused there, not to recruit new players in this moment.
In that sense, then, how important is it that you get something away at Chelsea on Sunday?
It's an important game, really important for us. I think we went out after the game against United with confidence, with a good confidence. We played well. We try to repeat the same against a strong team like Chelsea is, and to try to break our score that is not of the score of this club that was not good in the past with the top teams away, above all away. I think that the condition of the team is good in my opinion, and so I hope that we can break this situation.
Frank Lampard, obviously you know him very well from previous times. Did you always think that he would be that kind of player that would become a manager?
I thought that he could be a manager. He's doing really well. He did well last year. He's doing really well this season. That was not easy season for Chelsea, and I hope for him the best. I am really pleased to meet him after a long time and to I don't know if I can shake the hand, but to meet him, it will be nice for me.
We've all had to sign forms before we come in here, so obviously you are taking the coronavirus threat as a serious thing, particularly here at the training ground.
No, it's a serious things. Everyone take care of this. We are following the advice of the government of the Premier League, and so that is what we have to do in this moment.
There is the possibility maybe in the future that we might have games played behind closed doors with no fans there. Is that something that you're thinking about? How do you feel about that possibility?
I don't know. I think that the only thing that we can do, as I said, is to follow the advice of the politics give to us. In Italy, they did this for these months. Every one of us, I think, is not happy for this to play closed door the games, but what we can do, nothing. We have to follow the instruction and hope everything will be solved soon.
And if you're not going to be shaking hands with Frank and the players can't shake hands, what happens when someone scores a goal? If everybody celebrates, if they can't hug or shake hands, or what do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We will see.
And just finally, how do you think it will feel for you going back to Stamford Bridge this time as an opposition manager?
I think it will be an emotional moment for me. I have a fantastic memory of the period that I was there. It was really two unbelievables here. I have a really good memory of everything happened there, and I'm really excited to come back.
Carlo, hello. Quite often it takes a manager time to put their stamp on a club, but you seem to have done that pretty quickly. What is it, do you think, about your management techniques and style that has allowed you to do that?
No, I think that the fact that I didn't want to change a lot from the past, I think that gave us the possibility to improve quickly. Also, the motivation of the team in this period was good. They are focused. There is a good sense of belonging here, and so I think that was all the reason that make in this moment us better. But I'm sure that we can improve.
How much are you enjoying, Carlo, not just working for Everton, but living here as well? You seem very relaxed. You seem to have settled in straight away.
No, I like the play. I like the club. I like the facilities. I like the city. I feel good here. I don't want to leave the city. I think it's a good place. We have to manage the weather, but that this is normal. I am from the north of Italy, and so I am able to manage bad weather. But the place is really nice. I went to the beach on Monday. It was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, the sun is out today, Carlo, as well.
Yes. Then we could go to the beach instead to stay here.
Why not? How much, you've obviously managed some of the biggest clubs in Europe and been very successful there. How much potential do you think there is here at Everton?
No, we are not a top team. I think that the spine cord of the team is good. We have a mix of young player in this moment and experienced player. We can improve. I think we are not at the top in this moment, but we can be at the top. That is our dream. We can be at the top soon as possible. I'm sure that it's not going to take a long time for this.
You mentioned Mason Holgate and Dominic Calvert-Lewin close to signing a contract. Calvert-Lewin, how important is it that those young English players that Everton holds on to them?
Yeah, it's important because when you have a young player with quality, you can build a good future with them. The fact that they are English, I think, is important for the club, for the structure, because they know better the atmosphere here. And but above all, they are players with a lot of qualities. And so with them, as I said, we can build a good future in this club.
Hi, Carlo. Just wanted to ask you about whether you've been in touch with people back in Italy. Obviously, the coronavirus has hit northern Italy quite badly. Have you been in touch with people in Milan? Or
I have friends there.
How's it
I am in touch. The situation is not good. It's really difficult because everything is closed. But the people are taking care of the situation. In Italy, it's really, really difficult, but I think that the government took the right decision. Everyone is involved, and I hope that everything will be okay. The situation, I think, is under control in Italy. Of course, Italy is more involved than other countries, but the minister, I think that they took the right decision.
And I was going to ask as well, obviously, this talk of playing games without crowds. Have you experienced that before, playing a game without crowds before, and what a disadvantage does it have for a home team?
Without crowd is really difficult. Nobody of us is used to play without crowd. Supporters are really important, are part of the game, but I think there's a moment, and I hope that in April the things are going to be normal.
Okay, we'll do the radios now. One last question.
Yeah, just on the coronavirus, have any of the things that the Premier League have said to do, or the government, have they affected you in training so far, or are the club doing anything different?
No, in this moment, absolutely not. We are taking care of the advice, but I think that our lives is quite normal. It doesn't affect us in training. So at the moment, there are no problems.
Okay, thank you. We'll do the radios now, please.
Cheers, Carlo. Was it Formby, Carlo?
Formby.
Formby Beach.
Crosby.
No, Crosby.
Crosby.
Nice to meet you.
Very good.